what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and check the description for links below. Unfortunately, today, I'm a little, coming to you with some slight disappointment. I don't want to jump to conclusions and say that it's going to be disappointing in the end. I'm sure you guys are probably already aware of what I'm going to discuss regarding Superman. There are a lot of things swirling around about Superman in the DCEU today. There's an article that broke from a media outlet called Shadow and Act. They are reporting that they have an exclusive. I mean, there have been rumors for months regarding Henry Cavill and his contract with Warner Brothers. There's been rumors that, he signed a new deal to cameo in several films. There's rumors that, J.J. Abrams was going to take on a Superman movie for Warner Brothers. So, this article says that Shadow and Act has learned exclusively from studio sources that, now, forgive me with this name, Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing an upcoming Superman feature film from DC Films and Warner Brothers Pictures. The film is very early into the development process with no start or release date targeted. J.J. Abrams will produce the feature under his Bad Robot shingle, and Hannah Minghella will serve as producer. We're hearing that no director is attached as of yet, and plot details remain under wraps. Additionally, the search for an actor to play Kal-El/Superman hasn't started yet. So the other things I have seen on social media are also that it's not clear yet about Henry Cavill's involvement or lack of involvement so far. So Coates said to be invited into the DC Extended Universe by Warner Brothers, DC Films, and Bad Robot is an honor, which supposedly is a statement that he gave only to this media outlet, Shadow and Act. He also said, I look forward to meaningfully adding to the legacy of America's most iconic mythic hero. J.J. Abrams said, there is a new, powerful, and moving Superman story yet to be told. We couldn't be more thrilled to be working with the brilliant Mr. Coates to help bring that story to the big screen, and we're beyond thankful to the team at Warner Brothers for the opportunity. Coates, let's see, this next quote is from Toby Emmerich. He said that Coates' Between the World and Me, which I'm not familiar with, opened a window and changed the way many of us see the world. We're confident that his take on Superman will give fans a new and exciting way to see the Man of Steel. Coates is an acclaimed author, essayist, journalist, and writer. He has some best-selling books and also won a National Book Award in 2015. He also has a novel under his belt, and he also wrote the comic book series for Black Panther and Captain America for Marvel. This would be the latest Superman-focused pick, of course, following 2013's Man of Steel and BVS, Dawn of Justice, and, Henry Cavill playing the character reprises his role in 2017. And, of course, he's going to be in the upcoming Snyder Cut, which that is the real way we are going to see him, not the Justice League in 2017. So, going along with that article, there are so many things that are being said on social media. For example, Grace Randolph is hearing, she's tweeted, I'm hearing, as are others, that Henry Cavill is out. She's going to make a video with the full breakdown. Sometimes she's correct, sometimes she's not. It goes both ways with anyone that has sources, you know what I mean? Things can always be one way or the other, taken with a grain of salt. The Cultured Nerd said, so the current chatter is that this may not even be a reboot of Kal-El or Superman, but rather a film introduction to Earth 23, Calvin Ellis Superman, or even Earth 2, Val-Zod Superman. Time will tell on what is actually happening, but right now there is a lot of misinformation going around, which is not surprising, especially, like I said, there have been rumors for months about, Henry Cavill's out. Oh, no, he's staying on to do cameos in other movies. He's going to be in Shazam. We know that Dwayne Johnson really wants him to be part of Black Adam. We know that he has wanted that for a long time. He's hinted at it for years. I think that's going to be something that will be difficult for Warner Brothers to wiggle out of because, first of all, Dwayne Johnson has been waiting so long to have his movie. He's been waiting years to even get his movie started, and it's finally going to start production, filming, whatever, filming this April. And so, and then also, Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill have a connection through, what's her name? Dwayne Johnson's ex-wife and Henry Cavill's agent, Danny Garcia. And even though her and Dwayne are divorced, they still produce things together. They still work together. She's Henry Cavill's agent, like I said. I think it's going to be hard for Warner Brothers to deny Dwayne Johnson what he wants in regards to having Henry Cavill's Superman as part of his project. And we all would love to see that. You know what I mean? Ever since that picture going back years ago, when we saw them just sitting together as Dwayne Johnson and Henry Cavill, we're like, oh my God, this is Black Adam and Superman together. Like, we want this, we want this, we want this. And at DC Fandom, he talked about, the power shifting in the DCEU and all of that. So, there's things going around saying that, they want to introduce, a Superman or a Kal-El, a Clark, whatever, that is a person of color. Which, okay, that is totally great and fine. You know what I mean? That's a good thing to have diversity and all of that. However, there's a couple of issues that come up. For one, is it like, what is the studio's, if that's true, if the studio does want to do that, whether it be a Latino, a Latino Superman or a Black Superman, that's great, but what are the studio's reasons for doing it? Is it just to show that, like, oh, look, we don't have race issues because of what Ray Fisher has come out about, and as well as Nadria Tucker? I think that's her last name, right? The writer that was on Superman and Lois, who was also part of the Just League investigation that she mentioned in regards to, behavior, Jeff Johns and all that. Is it just in response to that because they want to, save face in a way in regards to race issues? Because if that's the reason, then that's not really the right reason, per se. Also, if this is a different Earth Superman, kind of like Robert Pattinson's Batman is a different Earth. He's on a different Earth. He's not in the same universe. He's not in the same Earth as Ben Affleck's Batman and the Justice League. If that's the case with this other Superman, and that's the reason for having a different actor, then, we're all going to wonder, like, okay, that's fine, but, because they're taking on this whole multiverse approach. If that's the case, we're all going to wonder, why is this multiverse version of Superman getting a movie when Henry Cavill's Superman is not? That's the issue as well. So it brings up a lot of problems. It also says there's not a director attached. So, I'm also thinking, and, I'm sure a lot of you are too, that they are waiting for the response to Zack Snyder's Justice League to see if they want to move forward with Henry Cavill, or if they want to do a multiverse approach and, use a different actor to play a different version of Superman. Because that's like a loophole for them to say that, oh, it's not a reboot. We're not erasing Henry Cavill's Superman. He still exists in this universe, but this other Superman exists as well on this other Earth. Like I said, similar to Pattinson's Batman and Affleck's Batman. But like I said, if that's the reason, if that's the thing, if it's a multiverse Superman, all of us fans are going to be like, we have been begging for a Henry Cavill Superman movie for years. And, why all of a sudden would you announce this other version of Superman when you haven't even said anything about Henry Cavill's Superman? Like, I just don't understand this studio. I really, really don't. I just know that if they do decide to not move forward with Henry Cavill, they are going to lose their base, their core fan base. It seems to me that Warner Brothers thinks that if they lose the Snyder fandom, that the general audience is going to be enough. And it's not. It's just not. That is not going to be enough to keep their cinematic universe and to grow in the way that they want. They want these billion-dollar movies and blah, 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 but they think that, we don't need that fandom that made the Snyder Cut a possibility. They think they don't need that fandom right now. That's what I think. They think the general wide audience is going to be enough to continue with the cinematic universe and to bring in the money that they want, but that's not going to be enough. Have they not learned, okay, the Superman Returns did not do well successfully. I mean, did not do well financially. It was praised by critics, but not by most of the audience. And there's people who do like that movie, and it's not because of Brandon Routh, it's because of the story, in my opinion. It did not do well financially, and it had a large budget. So I don't understand why they think that continuing to just respond to criticisms of Superman is going to like be more successful. Like, I don't get it. They tried to recreate Christopher Reeve's Superman with Superman Returns, and that did not work because you can't do that. You can't put this other actor decades later into a movie and think it's going to have the same effect. It's just not. You know what I mean? And so I don't understand this studio at all. All I know is that if they keep recasting people that are beloved and so many people have said, I did not care about Superman, I didn't like Superman until Man of Steel. Man of Steel created Superman fans that were never Superman fans to begin with. It made people appreciate Superman on a level that people haven't ever before. Yes, we will always appreciate and respect and have an adoration for Christopher Reeve's Superman. Absolutely. But Man of Steel was such a different approach the reason why Superman movies weren't successful after that was because people don't care about Superman because he's overpowered. As much as we might like him as a character, I do, but there's people who are just like, he's overpowered, nothing challenges him, he's not relatable in that way, which is exactly why Zack Snyder took the deconstruction approach, put him in a real world, and showed the kind of, real life struggles that this kind of being would have on Earth. That makes it so much more relatable, and that makes people care about him as a character. So I don't understand why they continue to ignore what their core fan base wants. I just don't get it. I'm sorry I'm continuing to ramble, but I don't understand. But like the Cultured Nerd said, I don't want to jump to conclusions and just automatically assume that Henry Cavill is not going to be in this movie. I do think a lot of it is going to depend, like I said, on the Snyder Cut, on the reception, and the success of it. But speaking of Zack Snyder, he did respond to, well, let me get to the post that he posted first on Vero. He shared this picture. Today the IGN Fan Fest started, but tomorrow in the morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time, it's going to be the Zack Snyder's Justice League panel. And yesterday, the official Twitter account for the Snyder Cut, or Zack Snyder's Justice League, said that Zack may be bringing a little surprise to the festival tomorrow, to the panel. He tweeted this image today, and he said, "The hero's journey of our Superman. See more of this cool piece we created at IGN Fan Fest." So a lot of just all Superman stuff today, and it's really heartbreaking. It's very, it has that metallic look from, the Kryptonian, that material that they have, that creates things and images, and, they use this, like, liquid metallic material. It's obviously, very symbolic looking. Superman there. If you look around, you see, like, Krypton, the Daily Planet, his key, I guess you'd call it, his Superman key that he uses for the ship. There's the World Engine, the bus that he saves, Metropolis. It looks like the Kent farm is down there. There's probably some things I'm going to miss. Looks like a ship, maybe. And I don't know what this... I guess that's maybe this... Oh, that's probably the spear that he used to kill Doomsday. And then, you know, he has the hole in his chest from Doomsday killing him. So we'll see more of it, I guess, tomorrow at the IGN Fan Fest during the Zack Snyder's Justice League panel. But then, I guess, in this post, in the comments, someone said, Zack, don't leave us. Please do another DC film. We need your greatness in our lives. And he replied, not my decision. That is so heartbreaking. Like, I just don't understand the studio. I really, really don't. That kind of, that's just like, I don't understand. Why? Like, why? You know, all I know is they are going to lose their core fan base. And like I said, the general audience is not going to be enough for them. Like they think it will. It's just not. It's just not. And whatever Zack Snyder moves on to do after this, I'm going to support him 100%. And it's going to be hard to have... I'm not going to have the same level of interest in other DC films. I know that. Even if they look good, I'll probably watch it, but it's not you're not going to be as invested and passionate about it. That's never going to happen if Zack Snyder... If they're choosing to, like, use the multiverse as a way to you know, get away from the Snyderverse. And I hope, like, since AT&T is in charge now, I hope that they're like, you know, it's gonna be their say after Zack Snyder's Justice League comes out. And so if it works out to where Zack Snyder's projects live on HBO Max, and I've said this before, I'm totally fine with that. If he's allowed to do what he wants on there, that's great. You know what I mean? And if they end up doing the Batman project, which I really hope they do, with, you know, Deathstroke, that's going to be awesome as well. If that stuff lives on HBO Max and then they take this multiverse approach to, you know, the cinematic universe, that's fine too. But I just want another Henry Cavill Superman movie, especially if they're not going to allow Zack to move forward with his arc. That is how we would have seen, originally, that's how we would have seen Henry Cavill's Superman develop, is through that 5-movie arc. It wouldn't have necessarily been with another solo movie. But if they're not going to allow him to finish out that arc, then we need another Henry Cavill Superman movie. You know? Or do something for him on HBO Max. Like, come on! Like, they're doing Superman and Lois. They're apparently wanting to introduce a different, you know, a Superman from a different Earth. Like, just give us something from Henry Cavill. Please! Like, please. But I'll stop rambling now. At least tomorrow we'll have, you know, some more hype going. The IGN Fan Fest. Zack Snyder's Justice League kicks it off at 10 a.m. Pacific time. They're going to show the trailer before the panel starts. Zack will have the, you know, we'll see more of this image, and he's going to answer some questions. So keep the hype going. We're about 20 days away now. And March 18th, you know, keep the hype going. Just let the studio continue to let the studio know. Don't attack them. Just let them know how much we love this and want this. So sorry for the ramble, but, you know, it's crazy stuff going on. So thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for the support. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Check out the links in the description. Hit up the channel for any videos or live streams you missed. And thanks for watching. See you next time.